Greetings, family. I hope everybody's good. It's Empress D. I'm out here in nature on such a beautiful day. It's so nice out here. I hope where you are, it's nice as well. And I hope that you've gone out to experience it or are planning to go out and experience it today. Wherever you're at, no matter the weather, get out in nature. It'll change your life, you know. And I hope that you are changing your life by getting to know yourself and improving yourself every day. Okay. Today I wanted to speak about something that I've been learning about. So I've been diving deep into the differences between a soul connection or a soul relationship versus a karmic connection or a karmic relationship, okay? And I'm speaking of the romantic variety of both, okay? So there's a distinct difference between those relationships, right? And this is what I'm learning. And what I'm learning resonates with me because this has been my experience as well. Karmic relationships are meant to be temporary, okay? They're not meant to be lifelong or long term. They're meant to teach you lessons in order to clear karmic debt, okay? It could have been karmic debt accumulated during this lifetime or previous lifetimes. That is how I understand it, or overstand it, or I should say understand it. When I hear this information, this is how I interpret it, and this is how I'm expressing it. So this is how I understand it. So when we're in these relationships, they are often very passionate. They develop really quickly. And they are often plagued with conflict, right? We often mistake it for true love and a true soul connection because of how strong the pull is, okay? So the way it's been taught to me is that these karmic relationships are vibratorily attracted by issues surrounding the lower three chakras. So that would be the root chakra, that would be the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. So essentially the cords that attach each person to the other are cords emanating from those lower chakras, okay? So these relationships are often super passionate. The intimacy is high. It's so amazing, and it's so good, and there's such a pull, right? And that pull is from those lower chakras, okay? And so of course those relationships are intended to teach us lessons, and we are supposed to learn those lessons and then move on from the relationships once those lessons are learned, right? Now, the soul connection is different in that you also will have a strong connection and a strong pull, but that pull will emanate from a higher chakra, the heart chakra, right? So those cords that draw each person to the other emanate from that heart chakra, okay? And that's when that relationship is based on unconditional love. And of course there's conflicts, but conflicts are resolved, right? Because both individuals are loving from that space. And therefore those relationships are similar to the karmic relationships, but they don't involve the drama, and they involve growth. So each individual within that soul relationship grows within that relationship. And so does the relationship, right? So those are those real, true loves, family. So that's the difference. And I would say that on the planet, the majority of relationships on planet Earth, at least traditionally to this point, are karmic relationships, right? There are very few instances where you see soul relationships. We don't see very many examples of it, right? So interesting. But anyway, that's what I'm studying right now, family. And it's so interesting. And these are all tools that we can help to get to know ourselves. Look at our past experiences and use those as information in order to shape our new experiences, right? Because again, we all have trauma. Layers and layers of trauma and layers of issues and shadows that we need to navigate through, right? We have to own. And if they're negatively impacting our life, we adapt and we change them. Right? And that's the whole point, right? Of being on this educational center, this beautiful educational center called Earth. Right, family? So that's how I understand it. And I hope that what I've explained kind of triggers your interest in it and diving into it, because it will explain things for you. And in fact, what I've learned is that the karmic relationships prepare you for those soul relationships, right? And so when you've learned and all of those lessons that you need to learn to prepare you for that soul relationship is when you then attract that soul relationship, right? Family, that's what's up. And so I thought I'd share. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's getting out in nature, because that will be the catalyst to improving so many areas of your life, family, okay? And then I hope you're leveling up and loving yourself up every day and getting to know yourself every day, okay? Thank you, family, for taking the time to listen to this message, and I love and I value each and every one of you. One love.